Alright guys, thank you for your patience. Unfortunately we weren't able to bring you the first game, but we are going to bring you the second and what could potentially be the last game of the finals. Gold Complex Alpha taking on Kings Row. They're already up one game. We've seen such a dominant performance from Kings Row so far this evening. Looks like it hasn't changed in that first game, but Gold Complex Alpha do have a chance to come back and bring this to a 1-1, take it on to a third game. We'll see if they can do it. It's going to be a tough job though. As we get started, as always, we're going to see a fight breaking out around this middle area, that relic, see which team can secure it early on. And we see Ultraviolence breaking out, Cold going down pretty darn low. Gold Complex are very, very low. We do see the kill going across. It's going to be traded back though. Dream the ones who take the revenge kill. And wow, already a very explosive start to the game. Now just make sure that we've got these guys on the right side of the map. We do not, so I'll get that changed. That's in just a moment.
Where's the action?
There we go. So it should be Kings Row on the blue team, with Gold Complex Alpha on the red. Let's get that one moved across.
Bring it on.
Alright, I do apologise. So now that's all sorted out and we're actually looking at the right teams on the right side. A very even start, but that might be about to change. Striker going down very, very low for Gold Complex, but they do. I thought for a second that we might have seen a Gold Complex trading back a kill on EOS, but doesn't happen this time. Gold Complex managed to eke out a small lead early on. So, I mean, certainly given that they dropped the first game, this is going to be significant for them to have that early advantage. We'll see what they can do with it. Certainly the teams we've seen do well so far have taken their advantage and turned that into extra relics, extra turrets. And it certainly seems like it could be the case down the bottom side, as we see they're going to town, but he's going to have a little bit of company very shortly. He didn't quite get out in time, perhaps. He dropped on the mana shield, but it's going to be a 3-on-1. He still manages to walk away from it, which is pretty surprising. I really expected the Kings Row to be able to finish him off, but he managed to persevere against terrible odds. And looks like he's going to try it on once more, able to drive away Kings Row, which is honestly pretty shocking, given that even though he has got that level 5, 3v1, I would have expected them to be able to take him down relatively easily.
Bring it on.
Well, for the moment at least, this turret has all the kills for Gold Complex. Still decides to build somewhat defensively, but we'll see if he's been able to make the big impact he's made so far. Being able to start 3-1 is certainly quite impressive, but Vu Tranquil has done a lot of work in previous games, and he looks like he's not going to change it anytime. Nice stun underneath the tower. He does take a tower, but surely he's going to go for his shovel. Vale is on a killing spree now, 3-0. All of the team's kills on this Derek. When we've seen Derek do really well when he's been massing kills before. Becoming an unstoppable force very quickly, has got those Gale boots, I believe. Certainly attack speed, not going to be an issue for him. Able to chunk down the jungle pretty darn fast and continue to put more gold in his pocket, more items, more mayhem. Gold Complex have got the early advantage, but it's not a particularly strong one as of yet. But we kind of were expecting Kings Row to dominate. I mean, they've certainly been doing it so far all evening. But good on Gold Complex Alpha for being able to take the momentum back after losing the first game.
Understood.
And we seem to be back to relatively normal laning, though there isn't too much of a presence from Kings Row so far. They're playing very defensively. I mean, they know that they're at a somewhat of a disadvantage right now. They really don't want to pick a fight with Vayor in it. But Gold Complex Alpha seem more than content to make sure that's not going to be a possibility, not going to be able to take a 2v3 fight where Veil's going to come late to the party. So we're just sticking with relatively safe laning and jungling. Dream is up in this bush here, looking maybe to see if he can get a cheeky engage in, but nothing so far. Roland and Cull up in this top lane for King's Row. Certainly a potent combination, a lot of area effect damage in there. That big old knock up from Cull is going to be a major force to contend with. Hopefully, Go Complex Alpha won't suffer the same fate as we've seen a lot of other teams facing against this Cull. It's if that Cull can get into the right position, that triple knock up, it's so hard to deal with. But at the moment, we're seeing King's Row lurking in these bushes, seeing maybe if they can get an ambush going, all at the same time taking away that relic, giving themselves a little bit of advantages, really holding out for those regeneration relics to be able to press a level advantage. But so far, it's very even between the two teams. Both teams having the same levels, spread out onto the same, more or less the same positional characters. Certainly Darren has been a big presence in the game so far, and that is where Go Complex Alpha have got most of their gold at the moment. We'll see what he's going to be doing, or if we might be about to see a fight breaking out. Eos goes down very low. There's the Mana Shield. The Piranha comes out. Maybe it's slightly too late. He is. The Cull ultimate can't save him this time. A nice pickup there for King's Row, who were a little bit behind, and they're going to be able to take another relic as well. Now they've got that position just at the right time, going into the 6-minute mark, and they've also got a chance to chunk this tower to pieces in record time. Rolling going down very low. It's going to fall. That's a second tower already taken for King's Row, and we've seen teams who take towers early tend to do pretty darn well. Whew.
We should take a break.
So far, it seems like both these teams content for the most part to play relatively conservatively. Again, like previous games, we've got relatively low kill numbers, but they do manage to take away a tower, and we're going to see a Darren on Darren fight, but there's a disadvantage. Mana Shield comes out, Cull is waiting for the right moment, but it's too late. Butcher and Cull does take the kill. They're going to take another one. The Piranha comes out, but way too late. And Striker just trying to trade the kill, as absolutely not going to get it, and that's going to be an ace in favour of King's Row, and it's all about Futrankow, who has got that triple kill, is now an absolute monster. I don't know quite what happened in the last game. A little last fight, sorry. A little bit of a miscommunication from Go Complex Alpha cost them a big time, and now they're losing their jungle creeps as well. Again, more and more of these relics are going over to the side of King's Row, and this is looking pretty darn good for them. With them having a game in their pocket, only one more game is going to secure them the finals and the North American Cup number 9 for the second time in a row. I honestly didn't, I don't know if Go Complex Alpha have a way back into this now after a disastrous team fight for them. I mean, at this point, certainly it's not unrecoverable, but it's going to take some real effort on their part. And we do see a fight breaking out on the top lane. It is 2v3 in the favour of Go Complex Alpha. Veil is trying to do work. Dream is going down very low. There's the Piranha. There's the kill. Eos the one to take it in the end. And that's exactly the kind of fight that Go Complex Alpha wanted. A 2v3 fight where the opponents can't apply their most dangerous member. But speaking of their most dangerous member, he is going to be taking down that turret. But he's going to go... nice use of the Mana Shield, keeping the stun from coming in. He's going to lifesteal a lot of that away. But even in 2v1, able to take chunks out of Smithy's side, he's going to have to teleport away. Almost lost his life for his troubles. And this is a very, very dangerous Darren who is almost impossible to drive away. They've taken the entire bottom side of Go Complex Alpha's base out. So I'd imagine we're going to be seeing a transition up to the top side for King's Row. As we move into what could potentially be the last part of the game, they've already accumulated this big advantage. They've got this unkillable Darren who's still building defensive, or at least semi-defensive items, along with a good chunk of lifesteal to keep him up in these fights and make him very, very difficult to deal with if he's in the middle of a scrap. But I think we're just about to. I didn't even notice that one developing into an actual kill there. Striker going down. Go Complex Alpha. That's going to be another 10 seconds or so before they come up again. We'll see what happens. Very low health bars for Dream, but not low enough. And even as much as Go Complex Alpha wants to be able to move out on the map, it is so dangerous for them right now. They've really struggled to get that big knock-up at the right time. We're seeing, like in previous games, when both teams have the cull, it's generally going to be the first team to deploy their cull in the correct place at the correct time. Will just completely destroy the team fight. We do see they are taking down this golem. He's going to get through it pretty darn fast, but he is going to get a little visit from his opposite number. There comes the Prana, but the crowd control immunity. Both Darons bringing the mana shield, but they are slowly chewing through with a big knock-up. Even one person's enough. There's a double knock-up. Can they finish the job though? No, the damage goes. There goes the cull as well, and that's going to be another ace. Vu Trottenkow is an absolute monster in this game. I mean, the stat line doesn't necessarily look that impressive, but he's to demolish his way for the base. They're pretty short death timers, means we're going to see them come up maybe just in time. The base is going down so low. Can they stop it? I don't think they can. That's going to be Kings Row taking it. They are the winners of the finals of the MOBA Legends North American Cup number 9. Wow, what a performance. They just, I mean, they put that to bed so quickly. It didn't feel like Go Complex Alpha were able to properly react at all. Just a sheer amount of power, Kings Row. I mean, they've been dominant all the way to the tournament, and they showed no signs whatsoever of letting up. A very, very good showing for them. I'll have a quick look and seeing. I think that we've got just one more cup before we head into the November finals on Sunday 27th of November. So one more cup on this Saturday week, so a week from today. And immediately after that, on the Sunday, we'll have the November 2016 finals. And Kings Row, having beaten out, I think probably the formerly top place Go Complex Alpha in that final, set themselves up very, very well to be able to go into that finals with a huge amount of momentum. We'll see what happens next week if Go Complex Alpha can come back, steal away the Go4 MOBA Legends North American Cup number 10 just before the finals. But everything's to play for, certainly. All the teams, Go Complex Alpha and Kings Row, in no danger whatsoever of not being in that finals, but they'll be looking to try and make an impression on their opponents before they get to the finals itself. I think that's going to be all for us this evening. Thank you guys so much for your patience and sticking with us this evening. Unfortunately, yep, no more matches this evening at Aztec Legacy. And thank you to all you guys who've been in the Twitch chat and been stick with us all this evening. Thank you for all of the memes and all of the dreams. We'll be back with you guys next week for a whole weekend of MOBA Legends action. As I said before, last cup and the finals on the same weekend. It's going to be pretty intense. I've been Peter Westkabiscuit Hartnell. Please make sure to play some more games of MOBA Legends. Alright, we'll catch you guys next week.